I'm so glad you're here. This yin yoga practice is designed for the spine. It's designed to lengthen, to stretch, and hopefully have some deep relaxation within the spine. The poses are held for about 3 minutes long per pose, and the longer holding of the poses will help to soften the muscles and open them up. So let's get to it. If you want, by the way, if you want to have some props here, blocks, 2 blocks, a bolster, something to sit on, a meditation pillow or a little mat, or rolled up blanket, pillow, anything you need. Go ahead and grab those things for you, and we'll go from there. So let me straighten up my leg pants here. What I wanted to start out with is a 3-part Daoist breathing technique that I learned through Bernie Clark, and it really helps me to relax and to get centered within the practice. So here we go. Well, first I'll kind of go through the technique for you. So you just want to sit usually on your knees, but if that's not available to you, then you can sit cross-legged. You probably could sit in the chair too if you wish. But I'll usually will get a block and kind of put it up underneath my bum to kind of help my knees a little bit. So you can sit on a bolster or block or cushion pillow again. But first you just want to make sure your spine is straight here. And then just have your head up with your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips. Okay? And then we'll just, eventually you just have your hands on your lap, or you can have them, placed in your lap this way or on your knees. Okay? So the technique, I'll kind of go through it real quickly with you and then we can start. So the technique is you have your hands down on the ground, and then you bring them up over your head, and then back behind your ears. And then you want to exhale and push them out to the side. Then inhale as you're bringing them to your shoulders. And then you want to bring your palms forward, and you want to do like a little C curve. Bring your navel back. Do a little C curve of your back as you exhale. Inhale, bring your palms up over your head like you're scooping. And do a tiny little back bend. And then bring your hands down and your head to the floor like in Balasana. There you go. And that's the cycle. So we'll kind of do that about 3 to 4 times at your own rhythm. If you need to look and follow me, that's great. If you know this breathing technique, you want to go ahead and gently close your eyes, then by all means, please do. Again, this is your space. It's your time. Okay? Here we go. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, push out to the side. Inhale, bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Exhale, push your palms out in front of you. C curve your back, bring your navel to your back. Inhale, scoop your fingers up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down, head to the floor, bow. Come up, start that again. Bring your arms to the side, up over your head, gather all that energy, up overhead. Bring your fingertips behind your ears. Roll your fingertips out to the side, exhale. Inhale, bring your fingertips to your shoulders. And then exhale, palms out in front of you. C curve your back, bring your navel to your back. Exhale. Scoop your palms up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Bring everything down to the ground. While you're doing this, just envision the energy all around you moving. We go up. Down to your fingertips behind your ears, out to the side. Fingertips to your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Palms out in front of you. See, curve your back. Just keep your hands up to the sky. Inhale. And have your arms come down. Head come down to the ground. Exhale. And hopefully you got that as a rhythm of your own. All right, let's gently close your eyes. I'm going to be quiet, and let's do this 3 times. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, let's do a little recycle. And now, since we're all should be around in Balasana, let's just let this be our first pose. And we can hold this for 3 minutes. Okay, so child's pose. And you can do it with the block, with you sitting on the block. Or you can remove the block. And you can, which is easier for me, for child's pose, is to spread my knees to the sides of my yoga mat and my toes pointing. And you just stretch out forward, your fingertips forward. Place your head down on the mat, your forehead. So this is my favorite part. But if you're not available, if your body's not available for that, then that's not available for you. You can put a bolster here, which I do this sometimes when I'm really tired. So if you're really tired and you just want a little bit more support, you can do this as well. Okay, so let's get adjusted, get to where you're comfortable in your space for child's pose, and we'll hold it for 3 minutes. Here we go. We'll just do some breathing. Inhale and exhale at your own pace. You should feel this should feel great in your lower back and your hips. And release some shoulder tension as well, a little shoulder stretch. And allow like to do as well is roll my forehead, my third eye onto the mat. It really helps to relax me. Kind of do that back and forth a little bit. And then just find stillness. And breathe. And if you're having thoughts running through your head, that's okay. It happens to all of us. The main thing is that you're coming back to your breath. Just focus on your breath. Just remember, we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are experiences. And when you have your thoughts when you're trying to meditate or when you're trying to be still, it's just sharing the experience with you. So just let that visit. Let your thoughts visit. And just come to focus on your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, take 2 more breaths. And slowly make your way up to sitting. Slowly, that means not fast. Okay. All right. And just sit and enjoy the rebound. Okay, our next pose is going to be Sphinx pose. And this, we're going to lay down on your belly, on your mat, with your legs stretched out. And in Yin Yoga, what we do with Sphinx pose is we can have our hands hold our elbows and just make sure that your elbows are underneath your shoulders. And so you have a mild slight back bend in your lower back. And you just want to have a soft focus down in front of you. You don't want to like reach your head back like that. No. None of us don't put stress on our neck. Let's just gently have your neck in alignment with your spine and have a soft gaze down in front of you. Or you could close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. If this is too much for your back, then you can walk out your elbows a little bit here. Or you could do the traditional way of having your hands out and your elbows aligned with your shoulders, with your forearm straight ahead. You can do that as well. Another option is to have a bolster or pillow and put that in front of you and just put your arms on the bolster, with the bolster underneath your armpits. And I'll do this quite a bit when I'm really tired as well. So here's an option. So just find a position, a pose that's comfortable for you. Okay, and then we will hold it for 3 minutes. Here we go. And just remember, with yin yoga, we find the pose that's most comfortable with us. We find our edge. And then we remain still there. And the last part is time. Just let time take its effect on the body. And each pose can be like a mini meditation. Focus on your breathing. And if you're feeling any strain within the time that you're here, you can edge out of it. If you're in the pose like I am, with the elbows in line with the shoulders, and that, you know, you can only stay here for 30 seconds or a minute, that's all good, all good. You can grab that bolster, put it underneath your armpits, and go down into a relaxing pose. Again, this is your space and your time and your body. We are all unique. Our bodies are not made the same. We have different conformations. And there might be a reason why one person can do one pose and another person can't do, you know, is only able to do only so much of that pose. It's the way our bodies are made. We are all unique. Some people may have bone on bone touching. Some people may have certain injuries. So this is your time, your body, your space. Now just concentrate on your breathing. Try to relax your shoulders. I tend to want to scrunch my shoulders up sometimes. So try to relax your shoulders. I'll take a couple more breaths. And slowly come out of the pose by lifting up with your arms. And what we're going to do is go ahead and just lay our heads down on top of our hands, crocodile pose for a little bit. And just kind of wiggle your hips side to side, loosen that back up a little bit. And then let's go ahead and turn our head to the left and bring up our left leg into a 90-degree angle, like a frog leg, with your toes flexed. Help to loosen up that back and hip a little bit, a rebound pose. Okay, now straighten your left leg back turn our head to the right. And let's do the same thing on the right side. Bring our right leg up in a 90-degree angle, if your body allows that. If not, a 45 degree, whatever your body allows. Flex your toes, your feet. Let's release this side. Okay, let's straighten out our right leg. Let's place our forehead on our palms and wiggle our hips one more time. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, that feels good. Loosen up that back. Okay, now let's turn over on our backs. And if you got a block or another bolster, pillow, blanket, rolled up, we're going to do a bridge pose. So you come on, have your feet on the floor, lie back, get out of the way for a minute. There you go. Have your hands on your palms on the floor, on your mat, and the heels up close to your bum, not right next to you, but close to your bum. And you just want to slowly press into your heels and rock your pelvis upward, bringing your hips up, and kind of push your knees a little, not forward, but a little bit towards the end of your mat. And this is bridge pose. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to either place a block like this underneath our sacrum, and whatever height is comfortable for you. Again, with yin yoga, you don't want any strain. You want to be able to feel it, but you don't want any pain or pinchingness, okay? No pain or pinching. You just want to feel the stretch, okay? You can have your block on this level, kind of turn it up to this level. That's available to you. Or you can use your bolster or a pillow, blanket, there. Yeah, or all you can do is just lay with your bum on the floor. That is perfectly fine too, okay? So here we go. Find the position for you, for your body. And we'll start holding the pose. Another option that you may want to help with your hip flexors is you can, if it's available, to extend your feet out, extend your legs out in front of you. Here. And then you can also raise your hands overhead, your arms overhead like this. But again, we don't want any pinching or pain. You meet your own edge, okay? And just breathe. And in this position, we are actually stretching the anterior ligament of the spine. It's ALL. Anterior ligament, sorry, I'm having but it's ALL ligament that runs in front of your spine, your vertebrae, It helps with your stability of the spine. There's actually 7 other ligaments around it, but that's the main one, the ALL. So just concentrate on our breath. Breathe into the sensation that you're feeling, and it should be only a sensation. It should not hurt. If it hurts, come out of it. Okay, take a couple more breaths. Now you want to come out of this pose in reverse. So if you have your hands or arms over your heads, you want to bring your hands and arms back. Then slide your feet and legs up if you have them extended. Put pressure in your heels to help bring your hips up. Slide whatever prop you have from underneath you, and you want to slowly roll from your thoracic vertebrae of your chest down to your lumbar. You want to roll down. There. I hope that felt great to you, because it did to me. It really helps my back. Now we're going to just kind of windshield wiper your legs, help to loosen that back up, release some tension. And you can slide one foot out, the other out. So let's do a little mini Shavasana right now. Let that be our rebound pose here for a couple of minutes. I'm sorry, for about a minute or so. And if you remember that, if you ever done that Satanama mantra, I like to do that in Shavasana sometimes. So let's do that now, where we can take our thumb into our forefinger and say Sa. Thumb to our middle finger, say Ta. Thumb to our ring finger, Na. And thumb to our little finger, Ma. So let's do that about 3 times. Let's inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma. Exhale. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. All right, now let's slowly go to our sitting position. Just turn to your side and use your left hand, your palm, to help you up. here. And then let's do our next pose. Will be half butterfly. So a half butterfly, put that over there. Just extend one leg. Let's say I'm gonna do my right leg. And then I'll fold my left leg in to where my foot is touching my thigh, inner thigh. Or if that is not available for you, you can have it out. If that's not available for you, then you can actually do a little rotation outward here, if you would prefer that. I'm gonna go back to inward. And if you need to, you can always use a bolster or pillow to help prop this knee if this hurts at all. Okay, excuse me, okay? The other option too here is you can use your bolster underneath your knee to help that if you cannot stretch it all the way out. All right, so you have plenty of options to make this pose your pose, okay? Again, we use what is available to us by our bodies. We are all unique and built different ways. Alrighty? Okay. So you have your right leg out, your toes flexed, your left leg in. And then what we're going to do is just kind of just easy and just go forward. All right, until you feel the sensation in your inner thigh. And you may feel a little bit in your lower back as well. If you cannot come all the way down to the floor, this is fine, okay? Or you can use your bolster here, all right? Or you can even use your block. I'll use my block for this. All right, so again, find the pose that works for you. And the timer will start now. And with this pose, you don't want your back to be straight. You do want a little curve in your back because you want to get that sensation in your lower back as well as your inner thigh. And let's just breathe. Remember to relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. take a couple of breaths. Let's ease out of this pose. Slowly come out of the pose. And just sit for a couple of seconds here. And I'll switch to the other side. So I'm going to go to my left, extend my left leg, and then have my right foot against my inner thigh or my left leg. Again, you can use a bolster up underneath your knee, or bolster underneath your knee on your left knee as well. Either knee. You know what I'm saying. So let's start this side. Here we go. And each side is different. So if you didn't need a bolster on one side, you may need it on the other side. Okay? It's all good. And hopefully as time is going by, you can feel your muscles soften and relax. Letting go. Loosen up your hips. Loosen up your buttocks. Relax into the pose. Okay, let's take a couple of breaths. Let's ease out of the pose. Let's sit straight for a couple of seconds. To look to the right, you can look to the left. Feels so good. Okay, now we're going to do butterfly, Balasana. So here you want to bring the soles of your feet together. And you can do far away, have your toes kind of a wide butterfly, or if you want to bring them closer, that is an option. You can have blocks underneath your knees to help give your knees some support here. Okay. You can hold your palms and fingers around your toes, around the soles of your feet or your ankles, whatever works for you in your body. And you'll find as you do more and more yin yoga, you will just be amazed at how flexible you will start to become, and how your body will change. Amazing. The body is amazing. Alrighty, so here we go. Get comfy. And I started the time. Other option that if you want for your head is what I'll do is use a block to help with my head. Do not want any neck strain. And I like to just kind of hold my palms up and out in front of me. Couple more breaths. Let's ease out of this pose. Remember, do not go fast. Go slowly. And let's stretch our legs out in front of us. Lean back on our hands. Oh, and say, oh, that feels good. Wiggle our feet and legs, shoulders. Yummy, yummy, yum. next pose, we're going to be lying back down on our backs. So find a comfortable space on your back. Oh, that feels good. And then we're going to do banana asana. So you essentially curve your body into a banana shaped curve. So let's start by taking our arms over to the right side of our mat, both arms. Move your top of your body over to the right side of your mat. Now move the bottom part of your legs over to move your left leg over to meet your right. And so you're sort of in this C curve, going to the right. And you can have your left arm over your face or forehead if that's comfortable. If not, that's not available to you, just have it over your chest. You can bring it down and put your arm over your top of your abdomen or chest. Whatever is comfortable. Some people will, if they have their arm over their head like this, and you can grab your right hand, grab your left wrist with your right hand. But some people will start feeling a tingling sensation. We do not want that. So if you're feeling that, you want to bring your arm back down to lay it over your abdomen, okay? And then some people will have pain in their shoulder. And if you need to prop up your arm, your right arm this way, then do so. You find your pose, okay? And let's hang out here for a little bit. But and the other option is you can bring your left foot over your right ankle to get a little bit more of a stretch, if that's available to you. Or even bring your right foot over your left ankle, if that works better. But you should be feeling just a stretch along the left side of your body, around your IT band down your leg as well. Just feel that sensation. Relax your jaw. Couple breaths. Okay, now you want to come out, bring your top part of your body over, back to the middle of your mat, and then bring your left leg out. Oh, you can groan in yoga. I promise it's all good. Just groan. Okay, let's just hang here for a bit. A little mini Shavasana for a couple breaths. Okay, now let's do the other side. And I actually need my bolster. Actually, I use the block. I need to prop my left arm up on this side because I do have a sore shoulder. So let's take our top part of our body over to the left side. Grab your left, using your left hand, grab your right wrist. And let's move over the right leg over to the left leg. You can stay here if you're already feeling sensation along your right side of your body. Or you can move your right foot over your left ankle. Or you can shift to put your left foot over your right ankle, whatever works best for you. And here we go. Time. Find your edge and be still. If you need to if you can only grab your fingertips, that's perfectly fine. Or if you just want to hang loose, you can. This is your practice. I'm just here to guide. One thing I haven't said is that you want to keep the opposite hip down on the floor. So if we're doing curved over to the left side, you want to keep that right hip down. Okay? Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Let's move our top body back to the center of the mat. Now let's move our bottom part, half, our legs to the center of the mat. We can do another mini Shavasana for a couple breaths. Let's do like 3 breaths. Okay, why don't we go ahead and bring our knees up. Bring your knees up over your belly here. Bend your knees and just roll on your lower back here, a little back and forth motion. Doesn't that feel good? And then we just kind of rotate our knees one way around the circle, and the other way, little circle. And now just take our knees and let's rotate them to the right, do a little twist here. And then you can extend your bottom leg, your right leg, and scoop your bottom over here. And then have your left leg bent over your right leg into a reclined twist. You can have your left arm out to the side, or you can place your hand on your ribs, and then your right hand just can lay on your thigh here. Whatever relaxing position, okay? And we'll hold this pose. You can have your head straight, or you can look to the left of the way of that you have your arm that's straight towards that direction. Just breathe. Whenever I'm in this pose, I have to remember to relax my bottom leg. I always want to tense up that leg for some reason, so just remember to relax into the pose. This pose is good for your spine as well as your digestion. It helps to twist everything out there. Just feel the sensation. If you need to have a bolster up underneath the knee here, that's perfectly fine. Okay, take a couple of breaths. row mats to sit on row mats here. Take a couple of breaths here in Shavasana. I'm a big fan of these mini Shavasanas in between the poses as I rebound. This feels so good. Okay, let's go to the other side. Let's bring your knees up towards the sky here. And let's take our knees to the left in a twist. And you can stay here and just have your hands on your belly here. Or you can reach your right arm out straight. You can extend your lower leg and kind of move your pelvis over a little bit more, scooch it over into a twist with your right knee, top leg. And again, if you need that block underneath that knee or bolster, you go for it. And you can keep your head straight, or you can tilt it to the side where your arm is out straight. There you go. This is my friend Chunk. He's getting bored. You can rub your puppy if he's there. That's okay, Chunk. Good boy. I know you too. At home practice. That's how it goes. I love it. Take some breaths. Inhale. And exhale onto a sensation. Just remember, if you're feeling that sensation, you're doing it. There's no right or wrong. You're feeling it, you're doing it. And let's take a couple of breaths. Gently roll back on your back. groan. All right, do a little mini Shavasana here. You can wiggle your feet, your legs, wiggle your hips. You know what? Let's bring our arms up and let's just shake our hands. Just shake them, let them loose. Okay, let's flop them back down. And let's start our Shavasana here, our final pose. Just breathe in and breathe out. Let's just take notice of our toes, of the soles of our feet, the heels of your feet, your ankles, up along your calves and your shin, your knees, along your quadriceps and your hamstrings, your thighs, your buttocks, front of your hips, your pelvis, your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, your fingers, your palms, your wrists, your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your neck, your ears, your jaw, the corners of your mouth, smile, your nose, your lips, your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, your third eye, the back of your head, your crown. Breathe in, sigh out your mouth. Let go of your shoulders, relax your shoulders. Breathe in and sigh out your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Now just breathe in your nose and breathe out your nose. And breathe in your nose and softly out your mouth. And just breathe. And take a couple of deep breaths. Wiggle your toes. Circle your ankles. Wiggle your fingers. Circle your wrists. Let's turn to one side. You can use your arm as a little cradle for your head. Just breathe here. Use the palm of your hand to help you up to a seated position. You can be cross-legged. You can be on your knees, whatever's comfortable. And let's just take in our practice here. Just take in the calmness, the peacefulness. Take in the space and energy around you. This is what you've created for yourself. Enjoy it. Now bring your palms to your chest. Raise the corners of your mouth. Smile. Namaste. Thank you again for being here. I am honored to spend this time with you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to stay for a 20-minute meditation, you're welcome to. If not, if you need to go, that's quite all right. But see you later if you're leaving. If you're going to stay for the meditation, just grab a comfortable seat. Again, if you can sit in a chair, you can even do a Shavasana. Have a meditation pillow, whatever makes you comfortable. Okay? And we're just going to sit in the space that we have created. Just take some deep breaths. You have your hands on your lap, up. If you feel grounded, you can have your hands on your lap. Have your palms up. Let's just breathe. If you have a mantra, you can say your mantra silently. If you don't have a mantra, you can use so hum. Breathe in, say so. Breathe out, hum. So, hum. And just say it silently. Take some deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Gently open your eyes. Bring your hands together, your heart center. Let's bow our heads. And be grateful for the space that we have and that we have created for ourselves. Bring our palms up to our third eye, kind thoughts to ourselves and others. Bring our palms to our lips, kind words to ourselves and others. And palms to our heart center, love for ourselves and for others. Namaste. Yay! Don't you feel great? Oh, I feel great. And I hope you do too. And I thank you for being here. I'm so honored again to spend this time with you. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.